Okay, Dante, only you.
All right. Really briefly, if you could just tell me a little bit about this play, Free Man of Color.
Free Man of Color is a play set in New Orleans around the time of the Louisiana Purchase. It's, sorry.
One second.
Thank you.
Okay, just ask the question again.
Just tell me briefly about Free Man of Color. What's this play about?
Free Man of Color is a play set in New Orleans at the time of the Louisiana Purchase. Characters influenced that time range from Napoleon, Thomas Jefferson, Toussaint Louverture, Meriwether Lewis, all factor in the play. And at the center of it is my character, who is the titular Free Man of Color. It deals with some of the contradictions that came along with the introduction of Jeffersonian democracy after the Louisiana Purchase. New Orleans was a much freer society than was found elsewhere in colonial America. You had influences, multicultural influences allowed to flourish together in a way that was singular. But that changed somewhat after it became a part of the United States. And so we deal with some of those contradictions. We provide some historical backdrop to some of the events recently, the earthquake in Haiti, the Katrina. We give a little historical background to the forces that created the vulnerabilities that some of those folks there experienced in these last years. And we do it through a celebration of the city of New Orleans.
Tell me why it's important for you to be a part of this production.
One second.
So there's a lot. It's a complicated story.
Yeah.
We have a white writer. We have a black director. Tell me why it's important for you to be a part of this production.
It's important for me to be a part of this production because, I guess, in many ways, because the play was written for me. So when someone gives you a gift like that, you receive it gladly. It's also important because I think it's an extraordinarily powerful play, a play of epic sweep, of classical proportions, but set within a specifically American landscape that celebrates the complexities of who we are as Americans in ways that I think is rare in the scripts that I find. So that's why I'm here.
Last question. Tell me about your connection to Sierra Leone.
Well, I've been working in Sierra Leone for almost a decade now. I've been asked recently by the government of Sierra Leone to be their piece-by-piece ambassador for the 50th anniversary celebration of their independence from British colonial rule. What we're trying to do through that is help rebrand the image of the country. Sierra Leone is misperceived as being this place of violence, of social unrest, blood diamonds and the like, but the country has made incredible strides in the last 10 years toward righting the ship, had 2 successive free and fair elections since the end of the war, and has been making great strides toward peace, a lasting peace. So it's a beautiful country, some of those beautiful beaches in the world, resilient, incredible people, vibrant culture, has a deep connection to African Americans. Was originally settled by freed slaves who fought with the British during the American Revolution and were promised their freedom as a result of that. As well, many black folks here who come from the rice-producing states, Carolinas, Louisiana, probably can trace their roots back to the Mende, Temne, Kissi people of Sierra Leone because they were brought here specifically because they were rice cultivators. So we're trying to shine a new light on the culture, on the country, and encourage folks to reconnect with Sierra Leone, but also with the larger African continent. Yes, for cultural reasons, historical reasons, but also for economic reasons. There's great economic opportunity there through direct investment that will drive growth there, but also we think can drive economic growth on our side of the water as well. So a lot of good reasons to be involved in Sierra Leone and in Africa at large.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's about it. If you could just hang tight for just a
Yes.
second, and we'll have you look straight into the camera and read those 4 lines.